Hey, what's up guys? Chris here, and it is super late on a Friday night. We're burning the midnight oil, but I wanted to get this video out for this weekend just to make sure that you guys could get your weekend farming in with this Trials of Reckoning event. The thing you're going to notice about this team here, there's no Yuna, there's no Oron, there's no Suteki Dina vision card, we have no Bahamut, we have none of the best bonuses, yet we're still going to clear probably about 5,000 points or better on average. So if you guys like the video, you guys know what to do by now, and let me take you really quickly through this team. The most important thing on this team is going to be a tank in slot 1. Now I'm using Nasha simply because she's a bonus unit and you can stack her with a ton of defense. You can also use Mont in this slot if you don't have Nasha at 99. The biggest things for this spot right here is make sure if you're using Mont, you have that Paladin sub on. You need this unit to use Taunting Blade on their second turn. So a couple prerequisites for that. One, you need good esper resonance built up with an esper, so ideally level 10 or an esper that provides a lot of AP, and then you're going to need some kind of ability for this unit to cast on their first turn in order to proc a bunch of AP. They need to have enough AP to use that TP break. So you see I'm just using Cecil's TMR, Nasha being a paladin, Mont being a paladin. If you can just turn all their abilities off except for Saintly Wall and Taunting Blade, you can actually force a lot of TP from Saintly Wall and get that Taunting Blade as well. The second most important part we need to talk about on this team is going to be Tidus. You see my Tidus is only level 79, that doesn't matter, he's only here for one thing. If you go into his abilities, this is extremely important. You see, turn critical pass off, cheer and Hastega he's not going to use, so I leave these on. Actually, he might use cheer depending on a critical hit, but we'll see how that goes in the battle. This is the only ability that we want on Delay Buster. It has a chance of inflicting slow on a critical hit. Slow is the most important thing. This allows you to get larger chains and do more damage. You'll see how this works. I've seen some people leave quick hit on because this lowers CT. I've noticed I get more points on average just leaving Delay Buster as his only ability, and this is only because if he has enough TP to use quick hit, he will. And if you haven't landed slow on the first time that you use Delay Buster, you want him to keep using this so that you eventually land slow. So the other thing is, we go to the secondary and you can see I turned Sleep Buster off and I turned Spiral Cut off. So all abilities on Tidus off except for Delay Buster. That's the second big thing. Lastly, you just see I have 3 DPS units in here. Nothing special, I just threw in my best ice units. Mediena everybody has access to. If you don't have Victoria and Laswell, you can use units like Yuna and Oron if you guys got them. Well, I know a lot of new players might have gotten one of those 2 units, but just throw your best 2 DPS units in here. Throw in Kane, throw in Dwayne, throw in Ruin Stern. Whoever you have, put those DPS units in these 2 slots and you can use Mediena here. As for the equipment, we have nothing crazy. Pretty much the only +5 gear I have that matters for this is I have a +5 Ice Lance on Victoria, and I have a +5 Magistral Rod, which is pretty easy to farm from this event. That I actually just got this the other day. I have not had a +5 staff for mages for forever, so that's nice to have. Anyway, nothing else crazy on here. This is the only 99 vision card I have. This is just Vow of Love for the bonus. This is just the Place Unknown card at level 30 for the bonus. And then we have Fenrir for the bonus, but nothing crazy. This card's doing nothing for our team. And then I have this Typhon vision card on Mediena, but that's just to increase her damage. And actually, I'm going to switch this out for Trousseau because that's going to give her more damage. One more magic attack and a slightly higher magic stat, so that'll give Mediena more damage. Okay, we're gonna go into this fight, we're gonna let it play through, and we'll see how this works, see how many points we can get. Alright, I'm going to leave the speed down on just so that I can commentate through this entire battle. You'll see I have Victoria with the soldier sub so that she can run that AoE right off the bat, kill the skeleton as well. This positioning on Laswell is actually pretty important at the beginning so that he uses bells on his second turn. There's the boss going after Nasha, turn 1 for the boss. That's the important part of putting your tank in slot 1. So now we just build up damage.
There's no way I can die.
Here's the other important thing. This is what I was talking about, that TMR. You see the magic number right there, AP 44 for Nasha, so that she can use Taunting Blade on her second turn. You'll see Laswell use the bells here because he's far enough away that he can't attack anything. So that's what's important about that positioning. And there's the delay buster from Tidus, and there's the slow. Now, if that slow doesn't land, this is why we keep only delay buster on, is so that if that slow doesn't land, he uses it again. See the boss hitting Nasha again.
Accept your fate.
So Laswell's going to do pretty good work on the boss here just because of this extra AP that he has. So there's the second delay buster. Remember, if we didn't land slow the first time, we got to make sure to land it the second time. This is why I leave quick hit off, where I've seen other people leave it on. And then here's the Taunting Blade from Nasha. So even if the boss uses Mind Blast here, it will only hit Nasha, I believe, with where she's standing here. And now we just build up damage.
How do you like this?
Completely on auto here, guys. So now we've gone through all the important stuff. You'll see Laswell comes back here. Laswell and Mediena, they're taking out the ads so that there's nothing to attack but the boss. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. The variance in the amount of points I get is pretty much however many times the boss uses that reaction ability. So that should be the last turn that it gets. The Mind Blast actually hit Tidus there, which was... That doesn't usually happen. Sometimes the positioning of your units will get a little wonky like that, and maybe either Victoria or Tidus will get hit, but most of the time it only hits Nasha with its abilities.
Accept your fate.
I love this soldier sub on Victoria for this boss as well, since it's weak to slash and ice.
Can you endure this?
And there we go, guys.
As if we could be impeded.
Pretty easy, 26 actions left. 5,300 total points. This 55 was also on auto, guys. I've gotten as low as 46 before. Generally, it's right around 5,000 or 5,200. And again, this team, mostly free-to-play units. You can replace Nasha with Mont and replace Laswell and Victoria with whatever high damage units you have. And you guys saw the big damage coming out of Mediena, so everyone has Mediena. I actually kind of like her for this because of that flare for high damage or Blizzagas for high damage. Anyway, I hope this video helps you guys. I'm going to throw this up right away so that you guys can get farming over the weekend, and we'll catch you next time.